Very few things in basketball match the intensity of back-to-back clutch threes. One big shot can change the game, but when both teams switch up in the final moments, it's pure chaos. So stay with us in this video as we take a look at some of the best back-to-back clutch threes in the NBA. What better way to start than with D'Angelo Russell's insane clutch back-to-back threes in 2016. As a first-year guard for the Los Angeles Lakers, Russell had already shown signs of his talent, but on March 1st, 2016, against the Brooklyn Nets, he officially introduced himself to the NBA world. The game was a tight one, and the Lakers needed a closer. Enter D'Lo. With under a minute left, Russell stepped up and drilled a deep three to give the Lakers a cushion. But he wasn't done. On the very next possession, he pulled up again, this time from even deeper, burying a second clutch three to seal the deal for LA. As the crowd erupted, Russell turned to the camera, held out his left arm, and delivered what would become his signature phrase, "I got ice in my veins." Yeah, we believe you, D'Lo. And speaking of ice-cold moments, Luka Doncic took things to a whole new level with back-to-back daggers that left the Celtics frozen in place. If there's one thing we've learned about Luka Doncic, is that he lives for the moment. And against the Celtics, he delivered. The Mavericks were basically on the verge of collapse, letting a double-digit lead slip away in the final minutes. Boston had all the momentum, taking a 105-104 lead with under a minute left. But Luka wasn't about to let that slide. With the shot clock winding down and a defender draped all over him, he unleashed a ridiculous step-back three cash. Boston answered with a quick bucket to tie things at 107-107, but Luka wasn't done. With just 0.1 seconds left, he did it again. Another ice-cold step-back three to rip the Celtics' heart out. Game over. No Porzingis? No problem. Luka dropped 31 points, carried Dallas on his back, and reminded everyone why he's built for the clutch. And if there's one name that defines clutch, it's LeBron James. We all know LeBron James is built differently when it comes to playoff basketball. But what he did in Game 6 of the 2018 Eastern Conference Finals, that was on a whole different level. The Boston Celtics were up 3-2 in the series and looking to close it out in Cleveland. But LeBron had other plans. With the game on the line in the fourth quarter, the King pulled up and drilled not one, but two clutch three-pointers back-to-back. The first shot, a deep, contested three that sent the crowd into a wild frenzy. The second was another cold-blooded dagger that all but sealed the win for the Cavaliers. Boston had no answers, and just like that, LeBron forced a Game 7. And we all know what happened next. LeBron went into TD Garden and dropped 35 points to send the Celtics packing and punched his ticket to his 8th straight NBA Finals. But that wasn't the only time LeBron pulled off something like this. Fast forward to 2022, and the King was still proving why he's one of the coldest clutch shooters in NBA history. With the game on the line once again, LeBron went into takeover mode. In crunch time, he stepped back and drained a deep three-pointer over his defender. And just when the defense thought they had him figured out, he hit another one right in their faces. The crowd erupted. His team went crazy, and once again, LeBron reminded everyone why you never count him out in clutch moments. Moving on. We've got Marcus Smart and Jaylen Brown with one of the wildest clutch scenes ever. With just seconds left on the clock and the Celtics trailing by 6, Marcus Smart and Jaylen Brown pulled off one of the craziest clutch sequences you'll ever see. First, Smart drained a deep three to give Boston hope, but there was still work to be done. The Celtics needed another quick bucket, but that's when Brown stepped up. Off the inbound, he pulled up from beyond the arc and boom, drilled a cold-blooded three to tie the game. Just like that, in the blink of an eye, the Celtics had erased a 6-point deficit and forced overtime. The crowd went completely nuts, and the momentum had completely shifted. Now, let's talk about Russell Westbrook's insane clutch shots against the Miami Heat. Sure, most people know Westbrook is all about speed, dunks, and triple-doubles. But when he gets hot from deep, it's a problem. And in this game, with the Lakers fighting to stay alive, Russ turned into a flamethrower. First, he pulled up and drilled a tough contested three with no hesitation. No doubt, just straight-up confidence. But hold up, he wasn't done. Next possession, boom, another cold-blooded triple, tying the game and sending the crowd into a frenzy. The Heat were going to lose, and Westbrook made sure they knew it. Overtime, the energy was already on the Lakers' side, and Russ had set the tone. You can say what you want about his game, but at that moment, he was that guy, and he reminded everyone why you never count him out. Next up, let's take a look at the moment Nikola Jokic reminded everyone that he's in a league of his own. With the game hanging in the balance, Nikola delivered yet another MVP moment. In crunch time, with the shot clock winding down, Nikola found himself one-on-one at the top of the key. And instead of driving inside, the Joker went for something even colder. A step-back three over his defender. The shot arced high, barely grazing the rim as it went through the net. Ice in his veins, no hesitation, just pure skill. The crowd erupted. His teammates went bananas, and the opposing defense could only watch in disbelief. It was just another reminder that Jokic isn't just a dominant big man. He's a clutch shot maker too. And if there was ever any doubt about why he's one of the best in the league, this shot should erase it. Same way Kyrie Irving's back-to-back clutch threes in overtime just proves that he's one of the best. Kyrie Irving has always been one of the most dangerous scorers in final time. And on December 12, 2018, he reminded everyone why. The Boston Celtics were playing against the Washington Wizards, with overtime turning into a showdown of pure shot-making. Enter Kyrie. With the game hanging in the balance, Irving stepped up and delivered not one, but two back-to-back clutch three-pointers to silence the Wizards. The first, a tough contested fadeaway three near the Celtics bench that barely even touched the rim on its way in. And just when Washington thought they had a chance, Kyrie struck again, this time from 31 feet out, drilling a deep three that broke the final tie with 18 seconds left. That right there was the dagger. The Wizards couldn't do anything, and Kyrie's ice-cold shooting secured a 130-125 victory for Boston. It was just another reminder that when the game is on the line, Irving is as clutch as they come. But that wasn't the only time Uncle Drew put on a clutch time shooting clinic. Skip to October 25th, 2019, and Kyrie was doing it again, this time as a Brooklyn Net, taking on the New York Knicks. With under 30 seconds left and the game on the line, Irving went into full isolation mode. He stepped back and drilled a deep three-pointer over his defender, giving the Nets a slight edge, but he wasn't done. As the Knicks scrambled to answer, Kyrie got the ball again, sidestepped his defender, and let another one fly, and swish! The crowd went wild as Brooklyn took a commanding 113-109 lead, sealing the win in dramatic fashion. Wrapping things up, we've got Georges Niang's back-to-back clutch threes for the Hawks. Yeah, we know Georges Niang isn't the first name you think of when it comes to clutch three-pointers, but on this night, oh, he was that guy. The Hawks were locked in a battle with the Pacers, and with the game hanging in the balance, Niang stepped up and did something straight cold. First, he pulled up and drilled a deep three to break the tie. The crowd went wild, and the Hawks took the lead. But he wasn't done. Less than a minute later, with the defense scrambling, he let another one fly. And boom, back-to-back threes. Atlanta fans lost their minds. The momentum swung, and just like that, Niang became the unexpected hero of the night. Call it a heat check, call it a takeover. Whatever that was, it was cold-blooded. And there you have it, some of the most electric back-to-back clutch threes in NBA history. Which one was your favorite? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to check out our other videos for more legendary moments.